Okay, bye. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm talking about some books that I think have cottagecore vibes or energy. For those of you who don't know what cottagecore is, it is an aesthetic. So basically it's associated with like farming and like nature. Hi again, Lily. Sorry again also if there are any lighting changes. It's kind of cloudy today, I guess. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the books that I think have cottagecore energy. The first book I have is Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. This is a magical realism book that follows a bunch of girls who live with their families, like so their mothers and grandmothers. And I think this book is very cottagecore just because, one, the cover, and two, the cover does represent what kind of goes on in the story. So these girls have these magic abilities and they can grow flowers really quickly, and it just feels very magical and very cottagecore. Next up, I have a nonfiction book, and that is The Stranger in the Woods, The Extraordinary Story of the Last True Hermit by Michael Finkel. This is, like I said, a nonfiction book, and this is about a man who lived in the woods for 25 years or something like that. And this really spoke to my cottagecore self because I really just want to run away and live in the woods and, you know, never talk to anybody again. And, you know, it just sounds fun. Preferably I'd like to live in a cottage in the woods with, like, you know, like a stove, like an oven and a stove and things like to use to live. But this guy just went all the way and just lived with like a tent and stole food. But it's really interesting, and it is just very naturey because the guy just lives outside for 20 years and somehow manages to do that. So yeah, this is kind of like an outlier, but personally I really like it, and it just really spoke to me. It sounds dramatic, but it spoke to me. Next up, I have kind of like a more tropical cottagecore vibe thing. It makes sense in my head, but that is Hurricane Child. This is by Kaysen Callender, and this is technically a middle grade book, but this follows a little girl living in, she lives on St. Thomas of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and she goes to school in this very small schoolhouse in this very small town, and it follows her life and her trying to reconnect with her mom. But the atmosphere again of this one was just so like naturey, and you know, she lives on an island, so like it has that energy. I don't know how else to explain it, but this one just definitely has the atmosphere for cottagecore. Next, I have Silver in the Wood by Emily Tesh. This is a short little novella, and this follows a man who is bound to the woods, and he ends up making friends there. He has like this pet cat. It is just very naturey because this man lives in the woods and he's bound to the woods, and it's like he lives in a little like cottage shack thing in the woods, and it's just so, there's just so much cottagecore energy in this book. And I mean, you can probably just tell from the cover, like this is the cottagecore cover, if I do say so myself. And it was just so fun and magical, and it's also queer, so there is a male-male romance in here, and it's super cute and fun and magical and mysterious as well. Next, I have In an Absent Dream by Shauna McGuire. This is my favorite of the Wayward Children series. You don't really have to read them in order. I don't think you'll be spoiled for anything if you read them out of order. Rather, if you read this one and just this one alone. But it was so much fun. Basically, this girl, Lundy, she kind of goes through like a Narnia type thing, like goes through the wardrobe and into a different world. So she goes to the Goblin Market, and I didn't know that the Goblin Market is actually kind of a real thing, like it's a real kind of like folklore thing. And when you go to the Goblin Market, everything, like they don't pay in cash. There's this whole system of bargaining and getting things for what they're worth. It's kind of hard to explain, but this just gives off so much cottagecore energy. It's like a farmer's market in the woods. Like, what's more cottagecore than that? And Lundy really likes to read, and you know, maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the person that like takes her under her wing lives in a tree. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she lives in a tree. It's still very, very cottagecore. And finally, I have Cersei by Madeline Miller. This I think is a given, just because if you know who Cersei is, she's like queen of the cottagecore witches, I guess. Like, if you're cottagecore and a witch, Cersei's your girl. So Cersei is about, obviously, Cersei, who she lives on this island, and she grows her own food, grows her own herbs, all that good stuff. She's basically like a witch with like herbs and stuff. It's like a green witch, if you know what that is. If you don't, a witch that works with like herbs and plants and stuff. So there you go. But she has like these magical abilities, and she lives by herself. She's very, you know, used to solitude and stuff like that, and I think she just gives off a nice cottagecore energy. It's like if Demeter, I don't know how you say her name, I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name, I've never said her name before, but if Demeter had like witch powers, it'd be Cersei. So it's like a little extra oomph. Like, you get a little bit of magic in there, you get a little bit of witchcraft, and it's very fun and very magical, and I love this book so much. Honestly, I need to do a reread soon because I just need that energy back in my life. So that is it for my cottagecore book video. I don't know what to call this because it's not really a recommendation, but it's like, hey, these books have cottagecore energy. That's it. So there you go. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know. It be like this sometimes. This is just what I wanted to film right now. Who knows why. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you're into cottagecore and whatnot. If you made it this far and you don't know what to comment, and you just are like, what do I do? Leave a comment of like, isn't there like a grain emoji? That would be very cottagecore. Leave a cottagecore-esque emoji in the comments. I'll let you choose. You are left to your own devices right now, so choose wisely. Anyway, I'm gonna peace out. I hope you guys enjoyed for the third time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.